So let's talk about the ports. Ports are the logical endpoints to run specific services, and these are not identified from the outside of the computer, and we use the ports to access the services. And a service will be running on the port, and we need to access that service using this port. Port numbers are assigned by transport layer protocols, either TCP or UDP. There are TCP ports and the UDP ports, and a computer can have maximum 65,535 ports. Because this port number in the contains the 16 bits, and if you do the 0 to 2 power 16 minus 1, you get the 64535. I think I'm right. Okay, so these ports can be compared to a building. So a building is like a computer, and in that building you will have so many rooms, right? And each room can be identified as a port number. And if you any mail service, mail delivery man wants to deliver to you, then he comes to your building. That means he approaches your computer and then delivers to your particular room. And it means that you are available at that port. Suppose your room number is 200, so you are available at that 200. And in the same way, a particular service is available at the port 200, and you can approach that service using that port number. So this is the about theory about the ports, and there are some well-known ports. So these are the some well-known port numbers and their services: 21 for FTP and 22 for SSH, 23 Telnet, 25 SMTP, and 53 DNS, and so on. And you no need to remember all these ports during the pen test. After gaining some experience or the practice, you will automatically remember these ports, because you will see these ports during the nmap scans, and you will easily identify. If you practice for 5 or more times, then you just identifies that port 80 is HTTP, because you will get some experience when scanning. No need to remember all these port numbers, but these are the main services which will be running on the server side, which you need to pen test.